Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Scoop here, and welcome back to the SquarePuncher server. When we left off, we were kind of expanding my little basement kind of thing down here inside the mountain, and I was kind of explaining what happened, where I've been, and what I've been doing. So what we're gonna do when we start off is make some slabs. I don't know if I have enough. I really don't know how much I need. I'm just gonna stick with that. That should be enough. 30. That's a good amount. And I'm going to. I think I want to use these. This color. I mean. I don't see why not. And there's my phone vibrating. If you heard that. So, oops. So we are making my little cave. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I just really never got around to it. I don't exactly know why. This is actually like the first thing I really ever thought of on the server, is that I wanted to build inside. I wanted to do this on the last server too, is build inside a cave. And inside of a mountain's pretty much the same thing as on top of a cave. Oops. And so I'm gonna do. Build inside of a mountain. Why not? Why not? And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't think I need one right there. I didn't. I don't think I need one right there either. Alright. And I need to raise the roof, because it is a little short. It is, I mean, a little, what's the word? I can't think of the word. But, it's a little cramped. So I need to drop this down a little bit so it'll all fit, I guess. I don't really know, but it'll look good, I hope. And if not, then I can always recruit Drew to come help me with my base, because he's good with interior design and stuff like that, and that's really what I'm not the best at in this game. I told Drew this too, like, I'm not the best at the creative part of the game, which is basically the point of the game. But, you know, I try my best to make this kind of stuff, and I'm actually making up the stuff on the top of my head. Like, I'm not copying anyone else's design. I'm making this purely off of, like, imagination, I guess. Imagination. So, yeah. And I honestly don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm kind of trying to get down. I probably should have started from the bottom. That would have been a really good idea. I'm going to do that. Start from the bottom and then go up. That is probably the easier way to go at this. It's gonna get all my slabs back, and yes, here we go. Now, I want to be like this, maybe? I guess it looks good. I don't really know. I guess it looks good, I suppose. And then put full blocks here, so I don't have to use slabs every time. So I can just alternate, I guess. Why not? So go like this. And this should probably be one of those too. And I'm going to need some more slabs. And yeah, this is not as when I made this last episode, I guess I wasn't thinking that I was eventually going to be using half slabs to make this. So, you know, you always need more room with half slabs than actual, like, stairs, just because, oops, oh, I need to do that anyway, because they take up half of a step, half of a block, so it is more of a pain, I guess, to work with, but it's whatever. I'm gonna work with it. Why not? Yeah, I need to get up there. It's getting more and more difficult to do this, but you know, we're doing it. Like, and yeah, and I need to do the wall of subscribers episode. I always forget to do that, and I actually just thought of it. Well, I thought of it just because I just finished recording the last episode, and I didn't feel like running back to spawn to do the wall of subscribers at the moment. So I'll do that at the end of this episode. Yeah, I'll run back to spawn and go do that. So yeah, and go like this, and I'm probably gonna need to work on this a little bit off camera, just because like how it's coming out may not be the way I actually want it to, but you know, right now I'm just doing whatever. And do I have any spruce saplings? I think I do out here. I believe I do in this chest. Spruce saplings. Wow, 54. Infinity one? Wow. Infinity bow in there? I didn't even know that. Now let's put some of this in here. I'm gonna probably need that. Just some random stuff that I don't need at the moment. And then we'll get a bunch of bone meal. And I want to record some Hunger Games. It's actually really hard to record. Do you think I can make that jump? I don't think I can. Because, it's really hard to record because all the servers are always full. I don't know how people get Hunger Games recordings all the time. I know on the server I was playing on, if you donate, then you can get Hunger Games whenever you want. I think it's actually called Survival Games. Everyone just calls it Hunger Games. But, I'm just kind of placing these on a bone meal. But, the one I play on, I think it's called like Too Many Servers or something. But that one, if you donate, you can just join in whenever you want, which is retarded the way that they have it. Like, I was in the middle of playing a game, like the lobby was about to end. We're about to go into the actual game, and then it was like, can't use that. But oops. But it was like, right before we went in, it was like, you have been kicked due to someone joining, due to a joiner. Wait, what did it say? It said like you've been kicked and replaced by, someone who donated. So someone who donated gets to, if you're in the middle of a game, they get to come in and take your spot. Which I think they kind of have that in a stupid way. I think they should just be able to have extra people, like more than their amount of how many they want in the game. They should just have a few set aside to the donors, and not, I waited forever to get into that, and then right when I finally got in, they kicked me, because why aren't any of these growing? They kicked me because I wasn't a donor, and a donor wanted to join. And that he did. He took my spot. So that actually kind of annoyed me, but I mean, not too much. Like, I wasn't trying to record. I was just kind of trying to play, because I haven't done Hunger Games in a while. I used to do it a lot. Back before I joined this server, I would just play Hunger Games. That's all I ever did. I had like a single player world on my old computer. But it got deleted. Like, I don't even know what I did. I was messing around with the files, like doing mods and stuff, like Optifine, not really any like game-changing mods, but I did something, and somehow the map got deleted, and that just destroyed me. Like, I wouldn't say destroyed me, that's a little dramatic, but that was like, I started Minecraft on that map. Like that was the first time I ever played, was making that map, and I thought it was a really good map. Like, at the time I was watching who was it? Chimney Swift, if you know who that is. I was watching his videos, his Let's Play, the Minecraft Files, I think is what it's called. I was watching his videos, and I took some of his ideas and, like, implemented them into my world. Then I did that with a couple of people, and then I, you know, made my own ideas. I was living in a jungle. I was, like, made, like, a treehouse kind of thing. It was a really cool base. It was really cool world. Like, it was huge. Expanded like throughout the whole jungle, and then it got deleted. Like, I don't even know how that happened. That was like right when I figured out how to do texture packs too, so I don't really know, because I remember at the time I was using Spax Pure BD Craft, which is what I use a lot off camera, because I know a lot of people don't like watching videos when people use texture packs. But I was using Pure BD Craft, and I remember that because it was like the error. I didn't know that you needed like MC Patch or anything, because I was new back then. Everyone is at one point, and somehow the map got deleted. It was bad. I really didn't want to play the game for a while. Like, I kind of gave up on it for a long time, and then just one day, I was at work one day, and this is kind of how my server started out. If I don't think I've ever told the story. I don't think I ever have. Even the people that were on my server don't know this. How I came about making a server. I was just sitting at work one day. I'm a lifeguard, so I work at the pool. And every 45 minutes, depending on like what stand we're on, we either have a 15 or 30-minute break. If you're on the last stand, then you get a 30-minute break because every time you're on the last stand, there is a 15-minute break because you've been on the stand for 30 minutes, for 45 minutes, and they want you to have a break so you don't have to, you're not like dehydrated. And if you're on the last one, then you get to, like when the whistle blows, because we have Adult Swim for like 10 minutes, and so there is, you get a 10-minute break for Adult Swim, and then you get the extra 15 from when you would be on break anyway. So I had a 25-minute break. It actually happened to me a lot, like certain ways that if you get, like, I don't even know, like certain ways that you get on the stand, it ends up going in a little rotation, so everyone always has like the same stand at the same time, at a certain time, so you know when you'd be on what stand. And I always had the one where I had like a 25-minute break and everyone else had like a 10 or 15. Well, they had 10 and 15, just at like different times. And I was just sitting there, I was bored. And then it was like right when I got back into Minecraft. This was actually last summer too. It was probably like July. And I was like, I am really bored. I'm just kind of sitting here doing nothing. And so I went on the Minecraft forums. So this is way before SquarePuncher. SquarePuncher was in like November. This was in like July, I think. I think that's what I just said. But yeah. And my phone just vibrated if you heard something. But then what the heck was I gonna say? Anyways, but yeah, I went on the forums because I see that people always post their servers on there and everything, and I was like, why? Like, I think I should make a server. And so I made a little page on the forums. This is actually kind of a bad way of going about doing this, but I made a page on the forum, like, saying, like, I'm making a server, apply if you want to join. And that's not the bad way. That's what you're supposed to do. And like it was a whitelisted server and everything. And I was just like, at the time I didn't even have the server. I was just seeing if people were interested, and it depended on how many were. And if there really were people that were interested, then I would go and buy a server, which that is not what you're supposed to do. What you're supposed to do is have a server already, and then, like, add people, like, make a little thing on the forums. Uh-oh. Hey, Drew. And, yeah. And, forgot to give you your... And that's the sword right here. And so I posted, and like within an hour, people were commenting on it, like people were commenting on it, like, yeah, I want to join. They applied and everything, and they ended up being enough people to where I went and bought a server from Aim to Game, I believe is what it was. And at the time when I got that, they were a good price. Now they're a little expensive. They raised their price. But want it back. And so enough people applied or whatever to where I wanted to make the server and everything, make it real. And I've got plenty to kill you with. Okay. And this is getting pretty close to up here. Oh god, I don't want to start this over. I'm probably going to have to start over. It's the way this is going, it's not going directly in the path that I wanted it to. Dang it. Alright, I don't know. But, I guess I have to take all this down now, dang it. Yeah, so I went and got a server. It was good priced, at the time. I had money, because, you know, I worked and everything. And then I want to keep this here, though. I got a server, and I started whitelisting people. I messaged them like, hey, I got the server, come join, here's the IP. And they came, they joined, and that was it. That's how I had the server. And then, like, a few months down the road, I really couldn't afford it anymore, because they raised the price, like, big time. It was kind of crazy how they just went, it was like $5, I think, when I first started, and then they ended up going to, like 10 a month. And that was, I don't know how many spaces on the server there were. This one's like 35. I think this one is like $40 a month, which that is, for me at least, that's pretty ridiculous. But yeah, and oops. And but you know, Scion's got it taken care of. But yeah, and I couldn't afford it anymore. And so I kind of had to shut down on the server. But before I shut it down, I got in contact with a guy named Addy. You know, Addy Zor from this server, from my old server. He had his own little server where he, I need to take all this down, where, like, he had all of his own people and everything, and he said his server's only $1 a month, and I was like, it's only $1? He's like, yeah, and he told me where he got the server, like who the host is and everything, and it was cloud crafting, which ended up being crappy. I'll tell you about it in a minute, but it was, I don't want this, my inventory's gonna get full soon, but it was, not the best. Well, it was good until the end, but, he told me he owned a server and everything. He got it. He told me who he got it from, who the host was and everything. I got my own server from them because they were so cheap. It was $1 a month. That you really can't beat that. And it was like 15 people, I think, in the server. Like spots, whatever. And so I ended up doing that, and that one lasted a month. And then I went to go on the server to record, because I recorded through all of this, all of my world, my server, like all my servers, and then like my first server, so you can see all that. Those are my first episodes, and then the second, and then like Addy's server, and then the other one, that we kind of combined and we're paying for together, and so then from there, oops, I didn't mean to take that one down. From there, me and Addy were doing it together, and then ended up the server got hacked. Someone hacked into the files on the server, on the website. Like, it got into everyone's information, their server information, not like the credit card information and all that. So it wasn't too big, but he got into all of that, deleted everything from like everyone's world files, all their server files, all the backups and everything that you did were deleted. And that was not good. That was a bad time. That someone just kind of went and did all that. It was kind of crappy. It was actually really crappy. And I feel like Drew's gonna come and kill me sometime, so I'm gonna watch out for him. But yeah, so from there I was kind of done with Minecraft for a while, because it's like I really don't have anything to do. I don't have a world, I don't have a server, I don't really have anything anymore. So I stopped playing for a while, and then I went on the forums one day and saw something about SquarePuncher. I was actually like at the mall, I think, at the time, and not at the mall. I was like about to leave for the mall, and what I do when I apply for a server, which I think this helps me out a lot, which might have influenced Icarus to add me to the whitelist. I don't know, but it kind of builds more relationship the way I do it. But I went and I applied, and then I sent him a message on the forums, and I was like, "Hey man, I just want to let you know that I applied to your server. It looks really nice. Blah blah blah. Hope to see you soon. Talk to you soon. Whatever I said. It was really nice. And I meant all of that. I didn't really mean it like blah 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 in a rude way. But and then he messaged me back and was like, "Yeah man, sure." That's not what he said. I don't really remember what he said, but he was like, he said like he looks at applications on the weekend, and so he'd wait till then to look at it. And I was like, "Oh, that's sweet. Hope to hear from you soon. Hopefully with like good news." And then a few days later, actually it was probably like that night, he was like, "Yeah, you look good. You follow all the rules, and you did everything right. You look good. So I'm going to allow you on the server." And I was like, "Thanks. That's really sweet." So he let me on, and that was in like November. I don't know why I said that so weird. But and what? Oh, and I posted my first video, and that was like back in November from the SquarePuncher server, episode 1, back in the first world. I guess I'm kind of going through everything I've done on YouTube and Minecraft and all that as a whole. I mean, why not? What else am I gonna do while I'm doing this? Talk about while I'm doing this. But yeah. And then from there, I've been on here since then. This is a different world. I'm gonna take a shower. Come on, Drew. It's like 9 o'clock at night. But this is a different world as when we originally started. Which if you've been watching for a while, then you know that. But yeah. So I played on there for actually I think I joined them in like early November. Yeah, early November. So I was with them for like a month, and then actually I was with them for like 2 months, and then December 31st is actually the day we switched maps. I remember that because it was New Year's Eve. So December 31st we switched maps to this one, and yeah, so since then we've been on this one, and we switched maps. If you didn't know, we switched maps because something happened, and oh, we like switched server providers, I believe. And when we did that, it gave us a whole new map and everything, and people seemed to like it. They wanted to keep it. I wasn't in favor of it at the time, but a lot of people were. They wanted to keep the new map, like get new ideas coming and everything, so they could kind of start over. And I really wasn't that big into it, which I am now because I get to do all this over again, and fix all the mistakes I made in the first world. But and so I ended up getting outvoted, because everyone wanted to keep the new one, which I'm fine with now. I actually really like this one, even though I really like the last one. That one was really nice. Like there's actually a world download on the forums if you wanted to go check that out in person, or in Minecraft character, whatever. And yeah, so I've been on here since, and nothing has gone wrong on here. The only bad thing that's happened since the server's been up is, well, we lost Icarus, who is the server OP, the creator of the server. He is actually a really nice guy. I didn't talk to him as much as I would have liked to, but the times I did talk to him, he was a really good guy. He's a really good host. You know, he knew what he was doing. I liked him a lot. And he got like a new job and everything, so he's been busy. Been busy with a lot of things, and this stairway is coming out a lot bigger than I thought it would. I really don't think it needs to be this big. It's a little over dramatic the way I have it. I have no idea. Jeez. I'm probably just going to take this whole thing down. But I think I liked it how I originally had it, with like the little stairway down. Cause yeah, if you keep going down that way, it's gonna end up like right here. And this window will kind of be a little pointless. But yeah. So since then we've been Scion's been the new host, or OP, and now actually Tokushi is one of the OPs. I don't really know how that happened, but it did happen, and that's cool. I like Tokushi. He's a nice guy. We've done some videos together. We were gonna do zombie some map together, but I don't know what happened with that. We kind of both messed up on that. I couldn't record sometimes when he could, he couldn't when I could, and you know, it kind of all fell through. Why not? I mean, I don't know. And yeah, so basically that is my YouTube career summed up, or my Minecraft career summed up, I suppose. And yeah, I guess that's it. It's probably been talking for like 20-25 minutes. If not, then I'm way off, which I don't think I am. I think it's been like at least 20 minutes. But yeah, and that's my life. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I was about to say, I think that does it for this episode, and it's been long enough. Noctow, hey. He was on actually before I actually joined back in November. He was on, and I never met him. He stopped playing. He just started coming back on again. That's actually pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, that does it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot. Now that you've seen this, you know everything about my Minecraft career. You don't have to ask me any questions, but you can ask me questions if you want to. Send me a message or post in the comments. And yeah, I think that does it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot. I think I just said that, but you know, the more I say it, the more I mean it. You know, even that doesn't mean I don't mean it the first time I say it. But you know, anyway, I'm not gonna keep rambling. Thanks for watching. See you guys next episode, and peace.